Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, the 5th of November 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 5th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. They're not giving a whole lot of information when it comes to the revaluation of the currency. They can't do that, but they sure can give you the heads up. They do it with quiet tones. I think that's the tell sign. The CBI needs to peg the new digital dinar to the Arab accounting dinar without sounding like a revaluation bomb, because central banks can't talk to you about that stuff. They can't lead people on, and they can't tell people what's truly happening. However, what we're bringing tells us there is something going on. The 5th of November 2025 Intel Guru Franc 26 All Middle East currencies in the basket with Iraq are counting on the Iraqi dinar to elevate them to the next level. As the dinar grows to the real effective exchange rate, it will affect them as well. It is a win-win situation. It is no longer parasitical. Both currencies, the dinar and Kuwait dinar, have a common goal, and that is to profit together. The 5th of November 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. Financial expert. People do not trust banks and are storing their money at home. Article quote. Financial expert Mahmoud Dagir revealed on Sunday that the amount of cash held by the public is estimated at around 90 trillion dinars, out of a total money supply of 98 trillion dinars in Iraq. Folks, I believe they do not want to talk much about the dinar we have outside of Iraq. It could very well amount to very close to a trillion dinars alone. How are they going to retrieve our dinars? This of course is a rhetorical question, as we all know the answer. The 5th of November 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, comment. Guru, Mountain Goat is not expecting it until January 2026 for the reinstatement of the dinar. Mark Z. Article. Central bank sets banking reform plans. This may be what has Mountain Goat thinking it's not till January 2026. For the reinstatement of the dinar. Mark Z. Article. Central bank sets banking reform plans. This may be what has Mountain Goat thinking it's not till January 2026. They're talking about banking plans and reforms, and saying many banks will be compliant and ready for international standards by Jan of 2026. Most banks will be ready early 2026 with international reforms. If they are going to implement these international banking reforms by Jan, I think they need a new rate before then. I still think it's sooner. I am still thinking we are on the cusp. The 4th of November 2025 Intel Guru Franc 26 question. How many dinars are outside of Iraq? It's not important. It's not even important to the CBI. If you added up all the dinars individuals have purchased, it wouldn't even add up to a pimple on the back of an elephant's butt. But if you added up all the countries and all the reserves and banks that have traded the dinar for their currency, that's astronomical. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. Sometimes the news isn't always what it sounds like. It's sometimes meant for a purpose, and sometimes they don't quite tell the whole story. They downplay it, which I think part of the process. The 4th of November 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK, article. Trump's envoy. Iraq declares, Iraq is back. Hailing renewed U.S. role in Baghdad's sovereignty drive. The new envoy is officially there and working. Make Iraq great again. How do you make it great again? Purchasing power. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Caparoni article. Iraqis hoard trillions of dinars. Weakening banks. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. The Kuwaiti dinar is worth $3.81, the highest valued currency against the US dollar in the world. Iraq produces 4 million barrels of oil per day. Kuwait only produces 2.7 million barrels per day. Iraq produces more oil than Kuwait, yet Kuwait's currency is the highest valued currency in the world against the US dollar. There's something wrong here. This is one of the reasons IQD investors believe in the IQD revalue or adjustment. But we have to take into account the overprinting of the money. The 4th of November 2025 Intel Guru Franc 26. These are the sequential steps we look for. We know what's going on with gold. We know what's going on with their inflation. When inflation goes down and your gold reserves climb up like that is the formula to add value to a nation's currency. The steps, the proof, The evidence you're seeing is not for a sanctioned program rate. The 4th of November 2025 Guru Nader from the Mideast. I saw this article. This is the third time I see it in 1 year. They keep talking about and talking about. It's about how much money there is in the street. They say 92 trillion dinars on the street and they don't know how to get them to the banks. A lot of these trillions are outside the country. We have them. They're everywhere. United States, Canada, Europe, everywhere. The only way to get this trillions out of the streets, it's by changing the currency and changing their rate. That's the only way they can get this 92 trillion dinars out of the streets. That's exactly what's going to happen soon. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU. The Iraq-Britain Business Council, IBBC, will be held December 3 to 4 at the Millennium Hotel. Attendees will meet and connect with leading businesses shaping Iraq's future in finance, energy, maritime, infrastructure, innovative technologies, and education. This is how the Iraqi economy will diversify and rebuild for the future. They have been at it for 15 years now, so how much longer do people think it is going to take to hit a benchmark so the RV can happen? The IMF says 1 to 2 years more time is needed. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Claire New York Post article. Iraqi PM. Let us join in America's peaceful prosperity and help calm the Middle East. Quote. Iraq now seeks a partnership rooted in economic opportunity. We need investment, jobs and access to markets, while the United States brings leading expertise in technology, energy and agriculture, along with unmatched investment capacity. By combining Iraq's natural wealth with America's innovation, both nations stand to benefit. That is why Iraq does not seek aid but investment, partnerships that generate sustainable opportunity. A relationship once defined by war must now be redefined by prosperity. The 4th of November 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman article. Prime Minister sponsors the singing of the ceremony with the mechanisms for the water cooperation agreement between Iraq and Turkey. Water is a very big deal. Historic oil deal done. Historic water deal done. Now, are we going to watch for a historic revaluation? The CBI deputy governor has talked about removal of zeros again. Alac is confirming that. Also, they talk about not floating the currency because it would be a peg or a managed peg, managed float. They have different names. The 4th of November 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Omar. Multiple sources claim Iraq has received U.S. Treasury permission to move towards a 1-to-1 exchange rate with the U.S. dollar. As exciting as that is, and possibly very true, we do not have official confirmation of this yet. What's officially confirmed? We have all the experts suggesting this is where we're going. The current official rate remained 1,320 Iraqi dinars per USD. As per the IMF and CBI updates, Salah stated, the market remains stable under current controls. The 4th of November 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK. We do know the UN Secretary General arrived in Iraq and is still there. This is on top of all the US representatives and banking representatives that are already there. There is a lot going on in Iraq. Ask yourself why? The 4th of November 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat question. When does our real RV nominal rate come out? The big rate we all want, such as $3.81 or $4 as we are told might be the rate? MNT Goat. The project to delete the zeros is only the first step of the process to get to Forex, and the dinar is still solely pegged to the dollar. It is to collect all the larger notes and issue the lower denominations. This is the purpose of this step. The CBI will be very concerned about inflation afterwards, and so they told us. There will be a period of time before they move to the next step. The next step is the reinstatement onto Forex. The peg will change, and the IQD will be repegged to a basket of currencies that will allow it to change drastically higher. This is how we get the rate we want. This is when we go exchange. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.